Hi guys, welcome back to Kunani. How are you? I hope you had a very lovely week. We are almost ending the week. So, cheers for you always just dropping by. I really do appreciate it. So, like the topic suggests, we're going to talk about believing. So, believing is basically just having faith in things that you've not seen, things that you're hoping to get, and basically that's it. So today's topic, I'm going to anchor it on the Bible. And it's going to come from the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. And it says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Well, kind of there. If you think about babies, if you have a kid or if you have a nephew and a niece, or they somehow just don't work the same way adults work. And that is to say, they believe in things whether it makes sense to believe in or it doesn't make sense. Assume a parent goes to work, or maybe they've gone on a safari, that's a trip, and they say, I'll bring for you and they tell their kids, I'll bring for you a motorbike or I'll bring for you a car. Trust me, this kid will believe it. And they'll just believe my parent or my nephew or my uncle will just bring this car or this motorbike for me. Simply because they don't work in their common sense. They don't use their common sense. Not that they don't have, but it's not fully developed. So for them, they don't sit and check, okay, this uncle, does he have enough money to buy this bicycle? Or has my mother or my father been paid? Are they in a position to buy this thing? Which is what a normal adult will behave or maybe think, which is kind of how we do. But for them, for a kid, we just carefully believe in this thing. And that is how you have to be. For you to hack this believing business or this fake business, you just have to activate the baby inside. Forget about what your mind tells you. Forget about what the economy is telling you. Forget about everything that maybe is kind of true, and just fixing your eyes on God, because he's after all the creator of all things. And if he tells you he's gonna give you ABCD, then why not you just lifting your cares and lifting your issues and just believing it. So for you to successfully believe in things, you have to activate your baby inside. I want to say this. Let's take an example. You cannot maybe believe in someone's husband or someone's wife. You get? You can't just stay there and you're saying, I'm praying God that maybe someone's job, someone gets fired so that you can get the job. Or maybe you can't believe for someone to get hurt so that you get good. You can't believe for someone to die so that you can get something. You get? Everything that you're believing has to be based on the will of God and God's character, on God's promises, or on God's needs for His kids, which are us. So when you're believing for something, make sure it's aligning to God's will or maybe God's character. You can't wish something bad to happen to someone for you to get something. So it doesn't work like that. So you can't be sitting there and wishing for someone to maybe get fired so that you can get their job. I mean, it's not how faith is supposed to work. So make sure you are aligning yourself. You could do that, but again, it's not how God wants you to operate it. So make sure whatever you're believing in is actually aligned to God's will. Also, the last tip I'll say is release your plans. For you to activate faith, you have to release your plans. So, this is how people say, I'm going to believe God for maybe a husband or a wife. But again, you're here thinking, okay, if this doesn't work, I'm going to ignite, have plan B with another girlfriend or this lady that I'm talking to or this man. You know, you have some other two plans here and there and there and there and there. So basically you are still in control. If you're still operating in that way, you're still in control. And God wants you to release every plans that you have. Release all your option B's and option C. Trust God and trust Him completely. Trust me, He's gonna work it out. I know, because this is, I am kind of telling myself, because I really like working with plans. You just have to release all your plans. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it helps someone out there. You're holding on to things, or you're trying to tell God, why is this not working? But simply because you still have other plans. You still have some other options. So you're telling God, I need this, but here you have option A, B, C, D. So release your plans, or release your option, and really trust in God. Also, make sure you are aligned to God's purposes, God's will, and God's divine ways of doing things. And the other thing is just ignite your baby inside. Simply that way. And I hope things just go well for you. So cheers to everyone. Cheers to my Kunani friends, Kunani squad. I really love you. See you next Thursday. Mucho gracias. Bye. And it says, faith is the substance of things hoped for,